what Abhishek said.
So I'll just give Lata as well as Abhishek a chance to go into those numbers. For the timing, let's get in Siddharth Purohit from Angel Broking. Hi Siddharth, you've had a look at the numbers. Asset quality, I don't think anyone on the street was expecting a number like this, but what have you made of the numbers on the whole?
See, broadly, if you look at the business growth perspective, the numbers has been fairly strong. But what is really surprising is the kind of gross NPA that has come up.
So Siddharth, I must mention what Abhishek said. It appears to be one borrower with gross advances of 900 odd crore and net advances of 683 crore. So would you therefore say, since it is one fellow only, it is probably one-off?
Cannot say exactly, but within what period of time and whether that can be recovered and to which sector is it pertaining to, that is equally important to know. Absolutely. Because while they have mentioned that it could be recovered in the near term, what is the definition of near term? Whether it will happen in a quarter's time or maybe more than that, or maybe as it gets delayed. Normally we have seen that assets not really turning back so easily. So we need more clarity on this, but certainly the amount of slippages is not really encouraging looking at the numbers.
Well, the stock has run up a goodish bit in the last few weeks, actually, maybe in the last 8 weeks. So what will you do with the share now, Siddharth?
I think if you look at the one of the prime concern what they had was lack of capital. Look at the growth in the capital adequacy they had. That has been solved right now. They have enough capital for growing. But what must one note is that while the growth will be substantially higher than industry, they'll have to also contain the asset quality. Even though there are some one-up, but this should not be kind of a recurring phenomenon.
Yeah. So today, at 1600, what are you going to do? Tomorrow you'll recommend sell? What new price may you recommend?
I think there should be some corrections, and then only we'll think of entering, because at this rate possibility is trading at around 2.8 times FY19, so fairly valued, and I would say that there would be some corrections, and then possibly we'll get into the stock.
Right, so that just stay with us. Let's get Lalita back into this discussion. Lalita, how do you weigh the pros as well as the cons? Well, operationally, it's not looking like a very bad set of numbers. In fact, in certain sections, it's looking good. However, asset quality, that's really the niggling worry, and that really will be the big negative surprise. Tomorrow, you're expecting the stock to open up lower. Currently, what's your view on it, and how do you change that view?
Currently, we have a positive view on that, but our sense is that coming from a long trajectory of a fairly decent kind of a number, I think the market will be more sanguine on understanding the actual nature of that exposure. And if it is a one-off kind of an exposure, and the outlook on that can be, some kind of a supporting factor. There would be a negative movement. I am expecting tomorrow, but we'll have to take a call post clarity on that.
Yeah, we will try and get you the press conference. We are having some audio problems. Can we just cut in and see if we are lucky this time around? Okay, not yet. Rana Kapoor is speaking at the press conference. We will record it and play you the clean bite. At the moment, we just have some audio issues. So, Lalita, are you having a new price target, or you will just wait by to hear the management commentary?
We'll have to wait for the management kind of commentary. See, the point is that if you see the trajectory of Yes Bank, that the development of Yes Bank was pretty much on lines with some of the better banks, better private sector banks that we have seen, and there was some amount of difference between the valuations for the premium banks that were there. So there was some headroom there, but going forward with this kind of a growth rate, and if the asset quality is challenged, then definitely the re-rating thing will not come in. So I think it is just one quarter and one account that has gone bad. So it will be better if we just stop back and check out all the factors that are in place for the bank as well as on the against side. So, like somebody said, they have got very good capital with them. Around 15% capital adequacy should be there. And they have had a fairly long operating history, and they have had a very well balanced net interest margins. So that is also a positive. So I think the historical performance of Yes Bank should give some factor for long-term investors to wait and first investigate and then take a decision.
One question that I have noticed in the press release is that they have sold loans amounting to 887 crores to ARC. Had this not been the case, the gross NPA would have been at closer to 2,900 crores.
Oh.
So this sale to ARC has resulted in a receipt of close to 900 crores. So security receipts, the net security receipts is at 977 crores. A large part of this has come in Q4. So Q4 sale to ARC, which actually leads to your recovery. So when you calculate the gross NPA, you have additions and then subtractions in which you have recovery. So this 887 forms a part of your recovery, leading to lower gross NPA.
Okay, Siddharth, would you say that the picture gets a little murkier if you add the sale to ARC?
Yes, I agreed with what Abhishek said. There has been a substantial rise in security receipt. That means they have sold quite a big amount of NPA to ARC.
Okay.
So if you incorporate that number, then certainly the NPA number would have looked much higher.
Much
So
worse. Can I add more fuel to the fire? See, Yes Bank has a lot of off-balance sheet exposures to infrastructure and such other entities. It has given bank guarantees. Now, as the Reserve Bank tells you to provide for these kinds of assets, maybe the provisioning will go even higher. Siddharth, hold on. We can hear the big man himself.
Capital raise that we did